Hey everybody, it's Kelly Sue from Cleopatra Art Studios. I might have had a little too much coffee today, and today we're going to paint our Highlander cow tiered tree. It's the 4th of July one. Just trying to get on the right page here. It's our 4th of July cow, Highlander cow. Super cute. Ta-da! There you go. So when you get it, it's packaged like this. When you get it, don't rip it apart. Pieces may go flying, though we try to, what's the word, glue dot. Just get in there carefully. Hopefully you're having a great, what is today? Wednesday, it's hump day. Hello, 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 hump day. Boom. We're gonna celebrate Sydney's 25th. She's a quarter of a century old. Gosh, I wish I knew what to do to kind of like, not embarrass her per se, but you know, I got a lot of years to make up for here. I'm just going to do the tape trick where you turn the tape upside down and it allows you to keep all your pieces in one spot. Some people like to wrap the tape around cardboard. Go ahead, you go for it. This is all I can do. All right, and then a lot of times I color coordinate them. You know, like everything that's gonna be white will be here and everything that's gonna be red will be here. Okay, so there's a lot. And that's what John said. John said that the Highlander cow tier tray had a lot of pieces. I wanted you guys to have a resource to make it a little bit easier. So you'll just follow along if you wanted, if you were gonna buy this. Oof. Honestly, I might only make it through a couple of them, but just to give you an idea of how it works. Definitely, I don't think I need to do the banner. It's pretty simple. It's just stars. Pretty stinking simple. So I'm gonna put that aside. And I'll work on the cows because you guys always have questions on how to do layering and how to do blending. So feet go here because I think they're black. Still working on the stars, and there are substantial pieces. So let me go ahead and get the words off. You notice I'm going vertical on the tape, and that's so if you go horizontal, you could rip the font. The font's very, very delicate. 2 more feet. Okay, so that one's good to go with the hat. Boom. I honestly don't know what those are for, but we're gonna find out. Oh, I know. Isn't this? It is this. It is a 3D portion for the heart. And honestly, you almost don't need it. Sometimes we work out project difficulties on this channel. You almost don't need it. I'm going to talk to John about that. We might be able to just skip it, and because the heart itself is not 3D. Whew. Okay, it might be a day in Hades, if you know what I mean, on this one. Okay, here we go. Okay, no, you can't. You have to do it that way. Oh, I got it. I have it, you guys. Okay, the face goes there, the hair goes there. Okay. Woo. I am actually very glad that we are painting this live to give you guys a little heads up on how to do this. Okay, so this is actually very easy. Here's another and on the F is singular arm. Okay, here we go. Maybe. Once you have it taped, it makes it so much easier. Okay, the sunglasses are stinking cute, just saying. So cute. Okay. Oh, freedom and fireworks. Okay, so I believe, because I don't have 9 hours to do this, freedom fireworks on the farm is very simple. You guys will have that done in no time. So I'm gonna put this aside with the ones I'm not worrying about right now. And so really, if you do one project at a time, it makes it so much easier. So let's go ahead and do the cow. I'm gonna pull up a photo. So hi guys, sorry for the long intro. Looking for my cow picture. Cow, cow, cow. I'm just gonna use it as inspiration. We're talking red, white, and blue. Lots and lots of blues. Okay, I see my big one. Sorry, I should have pulled this up first. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, sometime today. That's okay. Oh, here it is. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I want to make sure I have this one and this one just right. Okay, so I'm going to use a little star for the hat and a small and a medium, which is this one also. So this, wait for it. This goes over here. Okay, red, white, and moo. Here we go. And we got to put the feet over here too. So we are using the big fat round feet. Here we go. Love it. Okay, so we're going to work on this guy. So everything else is going away. It's going to be super cute. Just you wait. All right, so the Founding Fathers didn't ask me what colors I wanted for the flag. And though I adore the red, white, and blue, it's red, it's white, and it's blue. And it's up to us as artists to take a little bit of creative, hello, Brenda, how are ya? Take a little bit of creative inspiration, if you will. So you can always use these as your palette also. Okay, I believe I need to divide up this. So the first one's gonna be red, and the second one white, and the third red, fourth white, shoot, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, fifth red, sixth white, and red. I did it! Okay, so now that I've divided them up, it's pretty simple. And then this will be blue. And he has a couple small little hands. He's got the hands. He's got the hands, he's got the feet. Okay, so with this guy, you don't really have to paint the flag red, white, and blue. We can do everything brown because we're going to give him a really good base coat of a nice, man, I knew you knew that happened. I forgot to shimmy shake it. Shimmy shake. I actually went into a different paint store and I said, hey, so what's up? My paint separates. And they said, no, it's supposed to. Right? Okay, here we go. So I got brown. I want to make cream. Pick a yellow, any yellow. Pick some white. Are you kidding? I don't have white. I don't have white at all. That's okay. I've got a Deco Art white. And we'll make buttercream. So buttercream is super simple and delicious, but it's not that kind of buttercream. We are going to add some white and brown and yellow together. No more yellow than you think. To get this medium buttercream, I'm going to clean out my paintbrush. I've shared my desk with 3 other people today. Hello, Miss Brenda. And then I'm just going to, I think it needs a little bit more yellow. And we're just going to add white until we're happy with how light it is. Ta-da. So we have the buttercream. So I'm going to mix buttercream and brown together to get a nice Hershey's chocolate, creamy Hershey's chocolate, maybe melted pudding look, chocolate milk look, and we're going to go ahead and give him a base coat so he can pretty much paint over everything. Where's my horn? Okay, I'm gonna come back and hit the horn later. You can paint the hat because we have an overlay. So many pieces. So let me know, do you feel like these videos are helpful, or would you like me to really just break them down into bullet points? Always have to shake before, yeah, I know, I get busy and don't even really think about it. So I'm just gonna carry this color down. It's gonna peekaboo through the stars and stripes, really the stars. That's a good little base coat. I could have done just brown, but I was looking for like a little bit fun action. A little fun action. I'm using a filbert. It's a smaller one. I used to use this one on canvas painting all the time in my studio. There you go. Just a nice little base coat. We're gonna let it dry. How easy is that? The hooves, so pull out your sponges. Got a couple that are pre-cut already, but because I'm talking about we're using some smaller pieces, we're gonna go even smaller. I'm gonna paint these small. Okay, so I'm gonna do the feet and the hooves just to black. I'm gonna put the black by the brown, and this piece of cardboard makes a really good palette. Ta-da. Get that done. I can't explain the Highlander cow craze other than, hello, he or she is so stinking cute. It's ridiculous. Now you can do a black top hat, or the inspiration photo has, you know, like a faded ombre blue. So I want to make sure I have everything that I want black. Okay. Do that a couple times if you wish. And that's done. Put that aside. I'm going to go in with red and white. And I believe, I'm trying to remember, red, 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 is a red and the 1, 2, 3 is a white. That didn't make sense to me. I don't know if it made sense to you. If you're just joining, we're painting this very cute. I wish it was a little bit redder. Does that make sense? Very, very cute. And that's not red. This is cadmium. Highland cow tiered tray, 4th of July style. There's a little bit of difference, though you can't see it probably. Okay, and it's got a lot of pieces, so I wanted you guys to have a reference that you could use in a form of a video. So this will, of course, go on our YouTube channel. If you're not following us on YouTube, we don't have a lot of people following us on YouTube. Most people just follow us here. But it is just way easier to find the videos there than it is on Facebook. Sorry, Facebook. And you just kind of get going on this. It goes quick. You don't want to overpaint. They're little. You want to leave room between little gaps. It goes quick that way. The star, one of the stars, the hat star is going to be white. And I'm going to do a base coat of white on the hat. Once it dries, we'll do that ombre effect we're talking about. I kind of feel like we're going to run into the hooves. Yeah, my friend in Maple Valley area, she raises Scottish cows. It's kind of like foremost authority on it. Stephanie, if you're watching, you're amazing. And they're just so cute. So cute. It'd be hard for me to eat them. It'd be really hard for me to, hey, nice to meet ya. Hey, ninja, now I'm gonna eat ya, but I do like burger. Okay, here we go. So it's going pretty quick. Pretty quick. I'm gonna do a base coat, but I need a larger sponge. Try to stay away from those other colors. I'm hitting the regular old white. Because I have 3D pieces that go over red, white, and moo, I do not need to worry about paint application getting oozed in there. Because some of the paintings we have, you have to worry about that etch mark because it's part of the design, unless you want to paint it. But that's not the case here. I'm in love with this design. It's super easy after you have it sorted. So sort it first. And it's pretty simple. Step 1, paint the back. Step 2, paint the pieces. Step 3, glue them all together. I know we can do that. Pretty simple. Okay. First coat, it needs to dry. I'm going to go after my star overlay. I'm going to paint it a very, very dark blue. Oops. See, I shook that one. Kind of got booby trapped though. A very dark blue. It is from Deco Art Primary Blue. Payne's Gray is, not Payne's Gray. Phthalo Blue is also a really good blue, but it is super see-through. This one at least has a little bit of base coat in it. Not as much as you'd want. I've tried to match this up, to have paint color companies match this one up because I really like this blue. And when they get close to it, it's almost purple. So I'm almost given up, and it's just me, you, and Deco Art together. All right. Here we go, here we go. Okay, we got a couple stars that are gonna be blue. Let's go ahead and just stick them over here. And then everything else is kind of ombre tealish blue. Since it's not the flag, you can take a few liberties. I wouldn't necessarily take liberties with the flag itself because somebody will be offended. And you just shouldn't probably do that, or I shouldn't do that on a public forum. So, yeah, what you do in your own house and such. Okay, the cow. Okay, I should have, yes. Okay, I also need to give his hair that brown color. Going back in with my filbert. That brownish cream color we made. I'm just going to use a paintbrush, but not squeeze hard. I don't want the paint dripping over the sides. Still laughing at your comment, Brenda. I don't know if you're still here. It made me happy. Okay, and then the jowl area, the mouth area. You can bring out raw sienna, or even if you have gold, it's a good little fix to go in with a tiny bit of that brown and white. Soften it up, yellow it up just a little bit. Let's see if that's enough. Yes, so it's just enough. If you don't have gold and you have the raw sienna, that's great. Or you can just add cream to your brown that we made already. Pretty simple. All right, we're just kind of trucking right along. We're gonna also use my red, this lovely, lovely red, for my band and my hat. Right. Everything that's white, you should give it a second coat. And then you can decide on the red. I'm thinking you're gonna wanna give the red, the black, everything else a second coat so it looks fantastical. But where you're gonna spend most of the time is on the texturing. So red, white, and moo. Let's go ahead and give the white give it a nice white base coat and let it dry. So, what do you think? Is everything painted? Everything has a base coat, right? Everything has a base coat. I'm gonna go ahead and give the plaque or the signboard one more coat because it'll be easy peasy at this point. I just went with an easy background and everything on it's gonna stand out a little bit more because of that. Keep your hands clean. Okay, here we go. Oh, something happened. Got a little red on that. All right, so where I'm gonna spend my next little bit of efforts is on the ombre. So I'm gonna go really white to almost tealy blue, and I have this blue. I think this is the one I'm gonna use. It's what we call ocean blue. I'm gonna put a dot of the dark blue in it, just a dot. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right there. Okay, more white. I want to do a wet on wet technique. So basically I'm coming in with a new sponge. I have a little bit of red on that. With some white. So I loaded my sponge. I offloaded my sponge. Let's start with the hat. I'm going to paint the sponge white, bouncing a little bit. And then you can pick a different sponge if you want, but I'm going to come in. And a wet sponge, a damp sponge helps too. I'm just going to bounce. I don't like that at all. Hold on. Coming in, it needs to be damp, just a little damp, because it's really warm up here. It's trying to stick. And bouncing it and moving up. All the way to the top, applying less and less pressure. And then down at the bottom, I really feel like it needs to be a little darker. Kind of just dampen my sponge a little bit. There's no standing water on it. And I'm just going in. Super cute. Just a little bit of practice. Okay. Let's see how. I love to get my fingers in there. Let's see how the red band looks on it. And the star. Ta-da. There you go. It needs a little detail work. Don't worry, we'll get it. We'll get it, don't you worry. Okay, next. Red, white, and moo. It's the same situation. Let's go ahead and take his muzzle and hairdo off so it's not a problem. We're doing the same situation. We're bouncing white on it, and then we're gonna come in. Oh, I'm still here. I was answering oh, you're answering a text. You're allowed to totally do that. I don't even remember what I was asking you, to tell you the truth. I guess the question was, is the videos helpful, or are the videos helpful, or would you rather them just be kind of condensed down into a 30-second one that goes really quickly and just walks you through it? Because I could do that too. Okay, so I have my white. I'm going to start at the bottom with the darker blue. I'm bouncing it on. It's blending with the white, so it's not super duper harsh. I loaded, I'm offloading. Same with the, I don't know what that symbol is. It's the and symbol, I know that, but there's a name and I just don't remember. If you're really talented and have lots of time, the red could be ombre red, ombre white, and then ombre blue. but we're just gonna do this. It's okay. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a damp sponge again. Take the extra off. Get that blue. I'm gonna mix it. We're going uptown, guys. We're going uptown. It'd be better if I didn't have blue on my finger. I just totally got it. I got it. I put the blue on there. Okay, so let me show you those really quick. You could see it was really easy technique. It didn't take long. You want a little bit of dampness in your sponge, and you want to do that on a wet paint, which was my white. Okay, moving over there. Now this bad boy, he could use a little bit more love on his feet and his hands, but we need to go in and we need to put some texture. Hold on a second, let me look at my photo. Texture in his bangs, let's call it that. I like to do that wet on wet also, so his muzzle's fine. So texture in his bangs, let's do this. Let's go in, mix a little bit more of that cream and brown. I'm gonna get it wet. And while it's wet, if you have a, dare I say, a crap paintbrush that has dried and the bristles are stiff, like something like this, stiff, you can kind of see that. You can use that. If you have a rake brush, you can use that. That's my paintbrush of choice for texture, but I honestly don't know where mine is because we've been organizing the studio, believe it or not. I know, don't judge me, people. Don't judge me. I don't see it right now. Hold on. But that's okay. We'll just do it this way. So while it's wet, I'm going to go in there with the darker brown. And here's, nope, that's not going to be enough. Hold on. Hold on. Here's a rake brush. So a rake brush is missing some bristles. Can you see that? And it just makes it a lot easier to get in there. I'm going to add some black. And just put texture. That's all we're doing. A couple lines that are textured. The gold's gonna be lovely. The gold will not be noticeable till it dries. And if you need to dry this between layers, by all means do that. I don't know that I love the white per se, but I can always change my mind. It's just paint. He also needs a little bit of love around the ears, and you can dry brush if you want. I don't really have a lot of luck with dry brushing in small areas. That's just me. Okay, so I have my cream still. Scratch a little bit on there and some around the sides. It's a little highlighting look. Some on the tail. He's got this funky little tail piece. All right, I did not paint my horn, but I was going to paint my horn gold and white. You know, it gives you a bone color. Here. All right, so everything but his nostril we've painted. So let's go ahead and paint the nostril. My smile is still very noticeable because I went over it very lightly. I'm going to add a little bit of rouge to the side of his face. How do I do it? Let me show you. You're going to take a little sponge. You're going to get it wet. You're going to come in with that red. A little bit. You don't need very much. Okay, we're going in with this red. Taking most of it off. And just going around the sides just a little bit. You're so cute. Here we go. Where's my hat? Got a big old Uncle Sam hat and the bangs. I feel like I want to glue this as we're talking. Let's glue it real quick. I don't have to be at work until 2. We're fine. So I like to use quick and thick. After you get to the half of the bottle though, it gets kind of difficult to squeeze out. So I just put a big glob on my side and either use a toothpick or just one of these big old scratching posts. There we go. We're starting at the very beginning. How much is too much? Well, you don't want the glide. You don't want the Ouija board glide. And it's real. You think you're right where you're supposed to be. You come back, you go fill your mojito. You come back and oh my gosh, it has taken on a life of its own. So you either want to hold on to it for a minute. You can use a clothing pin, a chip bag clip. The videos are really helpful. I enjoy them. Perfect. Okay. Here we go. I love it. Definitely need some highlighting, which are just like little lines. Okay, his bangs. The gold is starting to dry, so it looks a lot better. I go a little bit darker than my inspiration photo. Kind of like a chocolate Highlander. There's gotta be a joke there somewhere. If you find that you painted the eye too much, just come in. It's really just a frown for the eye. You can come in and obviously put it back in with a small detail paintbrush. Very small. There we go. Looking pretty good. Okay, so the next piece is, it's not difficult. I don't want to say that it's difficult. Not the feet. I'm talking while I'm doing the feet. But the stars and stripes. Okay, so I'm going to point this out. Your feet are flat on one area, and that's the piece that goes towards the heart. You know, that way it's, you know, the heart's cutting it off. Let's call it that. If you put it the other direction, it'll look a little silly, but that's okay. We can pop it off and redo it. Here we go. I'm going to put the stars section on first. Make sure, just tapped it. Make sure your holes are empty of glue because you want to see the brown popping through. Line it up. Kind of hold on to it with all your might for a minute or two. And start layering in the stripes. You don't want to over glue. Kind of did a little bit there. Red. What's the next one? This doesn't look right. It looks way too big. Hold on a second. Did I get carried away? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think I did. Red. Referring to my photo. Red, then the white, and it's got a curve. It's got to be this one. It is that one. I did not put mine in order. You can tell which one's the next one. It has a little line. That's right where his hoof is supposed to go. Okay, next is red, and it's got a little lip. Oof. Lots of little pieces. That's okay. We've got this. Homeward bound. But honestly, if you didn't have a little reference video, okay, I'm gonna pop off. I should have waited to put the hoof on. Pop off the hoof for a second. It's gonna wait its turn. You wait right there. Put me in, coach. That's good to know. You would have put on both. Okay, what's going on there? Okay, so I need to tilt this down and tilt that up. Got it. Got it. Whew. There we go. Tilted it up. Yeah, I think the videos can be very, very helpful, specifically if it's your first time and you're like, I want the Highlander. And I'm like, oh, start with something easier. I don't know, maybe I should score these projects. The level of difficulty, I don't know if that would be helpful or not for newbies. If you're new, drop me a message and let me know. You know, I can also send out an email like, best projects for newbies. Best projects if you've been doing this a long, long time. Oh, he's so cute. Guys, come on, man. How stinking cute is that? I can't see his eye, so I feel the need to paint it in. And I gotta tell you, I'm a little nervous because it's gonna sound bad. The other ladies using my studio aren't as gentle with their paintbrushes. Let's go with that. All right, and I'm not the best. I'm not the best. I get busy and I'm talking to you guys and you know, it's all over. He has two little hands. That's where these come in. Two little hands. Whew, we have the air conditioning off because it's been cold, but I gotta tell you, it's warm up here. It is warm. Now you can either look at the photo that's provided. We always take a photo of our finished product, and it's on your packing list. It's about a 2.5 by 2.5 inch photo for you to paint your project off of. But you know, you can always put it in your copier, make it bigger, or you could just sit there with your computer on, that's fine too. But it's important to us that you have a photo. And oh my gosh, we were literally printing off the photos, cutting them, and attaching them to each project. And that took so many hours, guys. It's so, and then we had so much, so many resources. My printer guy I was putting his kid through school, let's put it that way. So we got a nice printer, and I talked to, you know, a Shopify person. I was able to figure out how to make the photos just a little bit bigger, the project pictures bigger on your packing list. And it has allowed us to be a little bit more efficient so we can do more paintings. Because I'm out there, I can't be in here. Hold this one down because it's gonna travel. What I love about this glue is it's a nice balance of super glue, but I can play with it a little bit. Let's go that way. So cute. So here's your side. Red, white, and blue. It needs a little detail work, so instead of starting another sign, I'm gonna come in here and do that for you. I prefer to use fluid acrylic paint for detail work because the pigment is very high. I need to what's the word? Thin it down with a little bit of paint, water, excuse me. Thin it down with a little bit of water. And if I were to do that with regular paint, the pigment gets a little transparent, so it's not as strong. So I'm gonna go ahead, add a little bit of water. This paintbrush isn't as small as I would like it to be. Hello. And I'm just, almost thought I put my stripe on wrong, but I did not. It's very subtle. Where is it at? Right here. It's very subtle on this white hat. But as you go around, it's a little bit more noticeable. And you can do gold on the feet if you wanted to, or just stick with the white. And then I'm gonna bring out a daughter here in a second. Daughter. Still sounds like I'm saying daughter. You make dots with it. Oh my gosh, you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm almost needing to thin down my paint just a little bit more. Good grief, where are my daughters all the time? You know what I mean. They make dots. I have 50 of them. Literally have a pack of 50. Or a pack of 4, and they are right here too. Well, that clamp went bye-bye. Okay, well, we're just gonna find something else to make the dots with. And that's what I like toothpicks for. Everyone's got them. It's a multi-purpose tool. We're just gonna dip and dot. Oop, oop. Dip. So the next time you're at a restaurant, take one for you and one for the art. So, and then it's got a tiny side for the tiny dots. Do I want any on the mouth? Nope. I want a couple little ones right here. So cute. Okay. You can also use a toothbrush as a little bit of a, oh, you want a straight line or a curvy line. I use it sometimes to put in paintbrush strokes, but I want it smaller than any paintbrush I have. There we go. A little on the nose. Oof. Okay, back to the paintbrush. There you go. It's a little bit much over there. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this tiered tray has 3 really good size signs. I showed you how to paint this one. It's really not much different to do the other Highlander piece with the sunglasses. I know you got this. And then it also has a banner. The banner is, basically these are paddles. They're gonna have stars on them, and you just string them up. Pretty simple. So I hope you enjoyed how to paint the Highlander today. Red, white, and blue, y'all. Have a good day. Bye-bye.